Hello everyone. Today I will analyze the exhibition hall scene in the short film Lesson Beyond Words, that is, the film's opening and ending. This scene not only forms a narrative loop structurally, but also collectively shapes the film's emotional arc. By analyzing the composition, camera work, set design, lighting, and editing from aesthetic and technical perspectives, we can see more clearly how the film uses visual language to express the themes of misunderstanding, isolation, reconciliation, and cultural connection. I will explain from different angles why we designed it this way and how they serve the film. This scene is not only the starting point of the plot, but also a crucial emotional juncture for the entire film. All subsequent friendships, compensations, and growth begin from this moment of rupture. It presents a child's isolation, misunderstanding, and emotional collapse in a foreign culture. It also transforms the abstract feeling of being misunderstood into a visible, audible, and tangible emotional experience through cinematic language and spatial design. We chose the exhibition hall as the setting for the conflict. This is a place filled with watching and being watched. It inherently possesses a public and judgmental quality. The camera deliberately uses an inward converging compositio, with the children's bodies forming a circular, visual barrier. The image is intentionally unbalanced. The surrounding people fill the frame's edge, while Xiaoyu is consistently placed in a vulnerable position, slightly to the left, slightly lower, avoiding the center, making her appear small and squeezed. The slightly downward-facing shot visually emphasizes her helplessness. The negative space above her head further reinforces her sense of displacement and unease. Simultaneously, the use of eye lines directs Evrion's gaze towards Xiaoyu, creating an invisible, oppressive thread. Only Ji-hoon's gaze is escapista and unstable, hinting at the character's inner moral conflict. The crowd forms a horseshoe shape in the characters' positions, but deliberately leaves a gap, which faces Ji-hoon and is the exit of the truth, but no one steps into it. In terms of art direction, we referenced the layout of numerous children's exhibition halls, striving to make the scenes as childlike and adorable as possible. We first selected the overall color scheme of the exhibition hall, and simulated the layout in Photoshop. We then purchased the necessary matte aerials based on the reference materials, and all props and set pieces were handcrafted by us. In terms of color, compared to the exhibition hall at the end, the opening scene will have a slightly cooler tone to reflect Xiaoyu out of place and her predicament. In the lighting design, we adopted a 4-zone lighting strategy. First, an Aputure 300X was placed in the corridor at the back of the exhibition hall to simulate the slanting natural sunlight of the afternoon, projecting into the room through the doorway to outline the figures and the overall atmosphere. Second, an Aputure 1200 headlight, paired with a Fresnel lens, was mounted high at the back of the exhibition hall to simulate sunlight streaming through a skylight, enhancing the sense of depth. To balance the tonal range and avoid overly dark areas, we placed auxiliary light sources on the right side of the frame to softly brighten the crowd and details. Finally, 2 light sticks were used in front of the camera along with a white flag for fill light and softening, ensuring that the characters' facial emotions were clearly readable while maintaining a natural and unforced overall lighting quality. In this scene, we mainly used a crane and a push-in shot, like an invisible hand, pushing Xiaoyu to her emotional breaking point. Through the push-in shot, the audience is no longer a bystander, but is forced to approach her panic. The camera finally stops at the point of no exit, corresponding to Xiaoyu unable to speak out situation. In terms of sound, this scene has almost no background music, but relies on ambient sounds to create emotions. For example, the hushed whispers and slight echoes in the space reflect Xiaoyu's isolated state due to the language barrier.
사오이, 너도 무죄했잖아.
내가 아니야.
The second exhibition hall scene presents a visual contrast to the first in composition, the same setting but with a different emotion. The children are once again surrounding Xiaoyu, but this time they are observing, admiring, and praising. The positioning of the people changes from an oppressive and Sir Clement to a celebrative surround. At this point, the camera uses a smoother slider or stabilizer, moving lightly and smoothly through the exhibition hall, visually presenting a feeling that everything has calmed down. The lighting shifts to a warmer, softer color temperature. The light creates more distinct layers and shadows in the space, conveying a sense of warmth and intimacy. The brightly colored kite becomes the focal point. This change in lighting symbolizes understanding, acceptance, and the warming of emotions. The second edit slows down the pace, allowing the audience space to appreciate the gentleness of reconciliation. The ending, with its cheerful music, provides room for emotional reflection. The exhibition hall is not only a geographical space, but also an externalization of a psychological one. The shift from being blamed to being praised reinforces the film's themes of misunderstanding, courage, and cross-cultural friendship. The two exhibition hall scenes together present the film's complete journey from misunderstanding to understanding, from loneliness to connection. They demonstrate how a space can undergo an emotional transformation. Initially, it's a place of misunderstanding. Ultimately, it becomes a testament to friendship. Through the film's audiovisual language, the audience can see the emotions,